Dysautonomia. It is an imbalance in the autonomic nervous system. The ANS controls and regulates heart rate, breathing, temperature, and digestion, stuff that happens automatically. And it has two components, the sympathetic, which is like the gas pedal or accelerator that speeds things up for survival, and the parasympathetic, which is like the brake that slows things down to restore and maintain bodily functions. Now, when there is an imbalance, dysautonomia occurs, which can be manifested with symptoms like brain fog, palpitations, dizziness, gut issues, heat intolerance, and a host of other things. Now, there are various syndromes that come under dysautonomia, like POTS syndrome, ITS. I was diagnosed with POTS and ITS. POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, where the heart rate and blood pressure fluctuate with changes in position. Inappropriate tachycardia syndrome means your heart rate shoots up even when there's no need for it to shoot up. The blood tends to pool in the lower legs, the calves, which is also the second heart. And then you have to kind of wear these compression stockings to help push the blood back to the heart, and drink a lot of water, salt, pace your activities, take a lot of rests in between, lie down, put your legs up, and basically monitor your sleep, gut health, avoid alcohol, stay in cool temperatures, and so on. How is this diagnosed? So there's a tilt table test and a lean test. The tilt table test is when you lie down on a motorized table and it kind of changes the position to simulate standing up. And then there's a close record of your pulse and blood pressure to see whether it fluctuates or not. So sometimes this test can be quite aggressive and can cause a flare-up of symptoms. That's why the lean test is a gentler version. The lean test means when you're lying down and you're sitting and then you're leaning against a wall, your pulse and blood pressure are monitored to make sure that they don't fluctuate. Now, when I first went in with symptoms of extreme fatigue and palpitation and not, being able to see patients the way I was able to before, every time I sat down to take a break, I didn't feel rested. I would have to lie down in order to feel rested. And that's when my physiotherapist decided to do the lean test. And she realized that between lying down, sitting, and standing, my heart rate was spiking. And there was a change in 20 to 30 beats, which isn't normal. And that's called dysautonomia.